actually share Lake Houston. So this is the Summerwood area, that's the Harris County 1 Commissioner. Humble and Kingwood are covered by Harris County Commissioner for Precinct 4. And Atascocita we get Commissioner Mormon, Precinct 2. So fortunately for us, they work very well together, which means that we are afforded like lots of improvements pretty efficiently, relatively efficiently. So I want to piggyback on what Lynn Ann was saying about stress. We raised our hands. Raise your hands. You can raise your hands again when you think about West Lake Houston Parkway and stress. Yeah, it's like double hands raised. My sister, who's like one of my best friends, and also Jackie Barrett back there, we have commuted back and forth between like North Shore and here. And my sister lives, she has property off of like Highway 90 and Miller Road 2, that lovely area with the pipes. And we used to meet in Summerwood for our quick chats. And so we would say, like, I live in Atascocita, and I'd say, I'll see you in 15 minutes. And so 10 or 15 minutes, we'd meet in Summerwood, chat, and get back to our lives. I will say, last month, I timed my commute from the Beltway to Atascocita High School. It was 45 minutes. Yeah, not at all the 10-minute commute that we used to have. So Commissioner Mormon and the other commissioners in the area have worked feverishly to keep up with the growth as far as mobility. I want to apologize for the commissioner. He is not here today, but sent me in his stead. So, but he will be speaking next month at the Atascocita BizCon on March 9th to give a broader view of all the improvements and making some announcements that I'm pretty excited about. But I'm simply here to give the update on the Woodland Hills expansion. So I will say that the Woodland Hills Drive expansion is a pretty big deal. If you've driven up and down West Lake Houston Parkway, you probably understand that the Woodland Hills expansion is a big deal. So I'll say, let's go to this first one. We're doing this expansion project. Let me take a minute, hold on. Chef Jenkins. I had the opportunity to have some of her food at an event recently. This chick in her program, hats off to you. You're doing an amazing job here. Amazing job, yeah. Okay, so we're doing this Woodland Hills project expansion in 2 phases. Is that funny? Yeah, she's good. Phase 1 is a smaller portion of the project. It's from the Beltway up to Ridge Creek Elementary. It's a $1.1 million project. We're just widening the existing 2-lane road to a 4-lane boulevard and with sidewalks from the Beltway to Ridge Creek Elementary. That we broke ground on that in November, and we should be completed at the end of February. So super excited. The bigger part of this project is phase 2, and we are breaking ground in March of this year, and that will create a 4-lane boulevard from the Beltway all the way through to 1960. Super excited. So breaking ground in March should be completed by the first quarter of 2018. So it'll be a 4-lane boulevard from the Beltway all the way through to 1960 with a bridge over Williams Gully. We are actually anticipating the day that we open that road, over 5,000 drivers. So I think I may be at some point able to like meet my sister in 15 minutes on West Lake Houston Parkway. If you guys have any questions about the Woodland Hills project, because phase 2 is actually a collaboration with Jack Cagle, Precinct 4, and they're working really well together to just help with the mobility. Any questions?
I have a question.
Yes.
Are you going to bike lane?
We will not have a bike lane.
What a shame.
Yeah, a shame. But we are doing some other things in Atascocita that will be announced at the March meeting. So you got to show up there. Yeah. Anything else? Any other questions? Is that it? All right.
Okay, thank you so
Enjoy.
much. We appreciate it. And I know that Precinct 2 and also Precinct 1 worked very hard on getting these traffic lights up and down West Lake Houston Parkway.
Yes.
And I know it's still tough, but those help a lot if you've been that way. Try having a day when it's not working and see what it looks like. So we appreciate you very much. So one commercial break here. Guys, do you know what February 14th is? Just in case you missed it, it's Valentine's Day. Robert, it's Valentine's. There's a school board meeting. Yeah. Your wife has a lot of patience, but you're going to have to work on it. So, February 14th. So, can you get that one back up for me real quick? So, we have a gentleman speaking here today. And I actually went on your Facebook page and pulled this off, and I thought it went great, Doug, with what we're talking about today. Small improvements are the key to staggering long-term results. And I really want us to think about this in this community because, you know, we've seen so much growth here over time that sometimes it seems agonizingly slow when we're working on things. But thank you for having that. Thank you for coming on up today. He's got a great project to talk about, the Westlake Houston Parkway Business Office Development Announcement. So thank you.
Thank you. Great to be here. Thank you, everyone, for having us today. I'm Doug Erdy. This is one of our new agents, Jennifer Maxwell, and we're here to talk a little bit about our new construction going on Westlake Houston. We are in the process of building a 12,000 square foot professional medical building. It was originally going to be just medical with orthodontists and general dentistry, pediatrics in there, but my good friend, Dr. Quintel, who's constructing it, we partnered together now to add a real estate office to it. Most of you know we are in Kingwood right now, but we are adding a new office in Atascocita, so we'll have 2 offices. And additionally, we are creating a unique, one-of-a-kind new home center on Westlake Houston, adjacent to our real estate office. That will be, I think, a real game changer in the industry, one-stop shop. I found one like this in California, and we're going to replicate it here in Houston, where you come in and you can list your home, find a new home, get with a builder, a lender, everything right there in one office. We partnered with 12 builders in the Houston area, and they are help funding some of our construction and props and displays. When you walk in, you'll have TVs with all the builders, all the subdivisions, incentives, which Jennifer will talk about here in a minute. But it's really an exciting time for us. It's a $2.5 million building. All of this here on the right side is the medical piece, and we're on the other side. Secret Service. We're on the back side, facing the Groves. If you all know where the Groves is, we're right next to the Groves. So we're excited from a real estate standpoint, from a community aspect with all of the new construction in the area. Additionally, next to this, we'll begin, and maybe some of you can help us here, we're going to build a building 2, and that will be all professional, no medical. So another 12,000 square feet just adjacent to this building. And that will begin construction in March of this year. This one will be open in 10 weeks. If you've driven by, it's been kind of slow, a lot of delays as usual with any construction, but this should be done this one will begin, building 2 will begin in March and will be complete in June of next year. Do we have another slide? No, that's it? Is that it?
You had
Yeah, we, additionally, directly across the street from here, this is just a proposal. This is just something our dream. Right here, this has been sold already. This is 1.5 acres, but this is directly across the street from our current building. This will be a gas station. You'll see construction on that beginning next month. We have 2 acres for sale here right next to it, and then all of this, 30 acres, is for sale right now. That's all conceptual, so there's nothing is going in there right now, but we're just trying to depict what could go there. Everyone knows where the funeral home is, right up here, so that gives you an idea where this is. So if any of you are looking to expand, we have 30-some acres here that's totally available for new construction. And it goes all the way back to the lake, so. Great piece. Pardon me?
Where is the Groves in proportion?
The Groves is right, this is Westlake Houston,
Okay.
and this is the Groves right here, and our new building is right here,
And the bridge,
The bridges?
The railroad bridge?
right here.
Okay.
And then Summerwood's down here, and then the bridges of Lake Houston is up here. And then Lifetime is right here, and then the high school. We also have 30 acres for sale there. We have a lot of land available. north of the bridge. And a lot of that is a group of investors and doctors that I represent. But most of the land, and I know you all know, all the trees are coming down left and right. Every day there's a new project. There's a new apartment complex being built right here. There's nothing left. There's hardly any land left. So get it now while you can, because it's going to be double next year. I can promise you. So a lot of exciting growth. We're happy. Where's precinct 2? Oh, there you go. Are we going to get more lanes? Yeah. We need some more lanes on Westlake Houston. But any questions about that? I know Jennifer wants to chat real quick about our new home center and some of the incentives. Oh, any questions?
We must have covered it all.
Good morning. How are you doing today? My name's Jennifer Maxwell, and I'm so excited to be a part of this group. With all of the growth in the area, the new schools coming up, I was able to start partnering with new home builders, and I'm pulling together great incentives for our military, our vets, our teachers, police officers, firefighters, and I'm extremely honored to try to give back. And so my goal is just to make it an exciting process for our clients, and I'm extremely excited to be a part of the process.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so
Thank
much.
you.
Appreciate you. Wow, it's growing a lot, isn't it? So I made a mistake on something, and I skipped Doug Earl. Now you got to understand this. The reason I did this, and I'm going to try and get you to believe this, is because he is the only person I know that's played 9 holes of golf in 33 minutes and shot a 43. Anybody that's a golfer, that's the truth. Isn't that correct?
Awesome.
Yes.
Yeah, that's right. Okay. So Doug, come on up. We would love to hear you. Give him a round of applause.
All right, good morning. I'm joined here. I'm Doug Earl. I'm the executive director for the First Tee of Greater Houston, and we're part of the Houston Golf Association. Joining me this morning, Amanda Hansen. She is our director of marketing and communications. All right, has anybody ever heard of the Shell Houston Open? Okay, most of y'all have. All right, believe it or not, it's happening 7 weeks from today. So I'm going to need your help. I'm going to do a little interactive. I want y'all to remember the dates. So this part of the room, y'all remember Shell, all right? Middle 2 tables, Houston, and y'all are open, okay? Then I'm going to come back to y'all Thursday, March 30th. April 2nd. Be there. All right, you ready?
Houston,
Open. Thursday, March 30th.
April 2nd.
All right, very good. Okay. All right, we're going to test y'all's memory later on. All right. The Shell Houston Open is an awesome event right here in your backyard.
Yep.
Played at the Golf Club of Houston, over in Fall Creek. Beautiful course. Since we didn't have winter this year, the grass is green. It's beautiful. We're ready for those pro players to come. Some of the best players in the world. Patrick Reed, number 10 in the world, signed on yesterday. It's a little bit early for most of the players to sign on, being 7 weeks away. Most of them wait to the last couple of weeks. But we're going to have a great field this year. This is the 71st Houston Open. Shell has been sponsoring the Shell Houston Open for 26 years. In that period of time, over $60 million has been raised for charities. So that's an awesome event. We've got a brief video that we'd like to show you, and I'll get out of the way.
Dustin Johnson at the par 5/8 from 18 feet for eagle. Just like that, Dustin Johnson has it back to 9 under, within 2, as we celebrate another year in the city that dearly loves this game. steadfast Houston tradition for nearly 70 years. With the all-time greats long celebrating its rich heritage. It's a commitment to the sport, which has spanned generations. To the modern-day stars, who now carry on that enduring spirit, that Texas-sized love of the game. It's a circle of champions who know and understand the Lone Star State legacy. Who recognize that a title here makes you forever part of that special history in Houston.
All right. It gets me excited. I don't know about y'all. It's, as I said, it's a charitable event. The first tee, which I direct, this is our biggest fundraiser. So I want y'all to come, all right? And tickets are very, very reasonable. They're only $40 for adults, and with that, you can bring 3 children, 13 years of age or younger, for free. So it's an absolutely great deal. Now, if you say, Doug, I don't have $40. I say, okay, you can get in free if you volunteer. We have volunteer opportunities both on the course and behind the scenes, depending on your preference. And so I'll be here after the meeting if you'd like to volunteer. I'll give you information on that. Tickets are available at shellhoustenopen.com. They are $40 through March the 1st, right, Amanda?
Yep.
Okay. And it's an awesome event. How many of y'all have ever been before? Okay, about 2/3 of you. The other third who's never been before, we want you to come. Amanda, you want to talk about our tour challenge?
Yeah, sure. Go to. Okay, so put a couple flyers out for you guys. So get involved, attend, volunteer, sponsor if you want. It's a great way to get exposure for your business. We have lots of really reasonable ways to do that, including a video board or pairings guide. Thank you. So attend is pretty easy. Buy tickets, shellhoustenopen.com. But one of the really cool things this year is that the PGA Tour has sponsored this, has a sponsor for the Volunteer Challenge. And what that means is that basically the volunteer, the Shell Houston Open volunteer with the most votes, gets to award a charity of their choice, hopefully the first tee, with a $10,000 check. So basically it's free money for us, and all we have to do is get people to vote. So this flyer on your table gives you a step-by-step way to do this. You can do it on your phone. Even if you don't know some of these volunteers, it doesn't matter. Just pick one of these great guys, vote for them. That'd be great. You know how this deal works. So we really appreciate your votes, and of course, there's a big competition across all the tournaments across the PGA Tour with the most votes in it. And of course, if we do really, really well, we generate the most votes for our volunteers, I think we get an extra $40,000, and basically there's about $75,000 on the table. So it's very simple, step by step. If you do it on your phone, that would be amazing, and then you can throw this flyer away. We appreciate it. But there's lots of ways to get involved, and most of it you can find on our website, shellhoustenopen.com.
All right, thanks, Amanda. Okay, we're gonna test y'all's memory here. Y'all ready? On 3. 1, 2, 3.
Shell Houston Open.
Thursday, March 30th.
April 2nd. Be there.
All right, thank you.
One of the things that when we originally started this, we wanted to be able to have a way to reach out in the community. And just to give you an example, you talked $60 million is what they've raised. And so Doug just doesn't give lip service to this. He actually has been serving on our board for the last year, and we really appreciate all your input. And we always look forward to seeing what you come up with when you're talking too. So I guess that Chef Daniela Jenkins really doesn't need, where'd she go? Okay. I guess, Mr. Gray, you're going to act like the chef there. Okay, so what we're going to do, Erica, do you mind coming up and we'll do the leader cast real quick, and then she had a fire to put out. So. Here she is. There she is. Oh, okay. Come on, Chef Jenkins. Okay, that's okay. Okay, so we understand that Chef Jenkins.
Oh, my students are presenting this as well.
Okay, she's done a great job, and we're looking forward to hearing from her.
I'm sorry, I was running around here. But my students are actually going to be doing the presentation today. I'm the culinary arts instructor for all 5 high schools, but luckily we are housed here at Summer Creek. And 2 of my students here, Bryce Wilson, as well as Rebecca Alvarez, will actually give you a presentation today. Oh, I'm short. Wow. I'm like, whoa, really short. They'll actually be presenting today, giving you a little information about our vision, as well as what they do here in this particular program. It's very student-centered. If any of you have ever been here and seen my kids run around, you definitely know it's super duper duper busy, and they're always doing something. All right, I'm gonna turn it over to the kiddos here.
Use the microphone, please.
How everybody doing this morning? Good. I see a few familiar faces. Just want to say, hey, welcome back. Today we will be speaking on our culinary arts class and just speak to you about that. So,
All right. So this is our Summer Creek High School Culinary Arts Program. It's actually more, I would say, thank you. It's actually more than what it just says, like culinary program. It actually applies to way more things than just cooking. Like, for instance, we have actually been given the honor to actually go to the expo on Tuesday. I don't know if some of y'all went, but we were there. We cooked chicken fried rice and chicken tortilla soup. It was pretty good. I don't know if y'all tasted it. But the culinary arts program, it actually helps us with dependability, responsibility, and actually become somebody better. And if we want to be an entrepreneur like myself, we get to have the opportunity to acknowledge some key facts that come with becoming somebody as a leader. We actually help each other with responsibilities. Like, for instance, I would say Bryson and I would be cooking something, a dish together. So we depend on each other with communication, with tasks with each other, and then dishes, of course. Dishes is the main thing. And then something else is the culinary program. It offers 2 courses. One of them is just the Principles of Hospitality and Tourism. That's actually almost always done in middle school. I know I did that in middle school. Culinary 1, that's what we're in right now. That applies with just the basic tasks. And then Culinary 2, I haven't been there yet, so yes. And then next year it'll apply with more things. And right now it's really great. If y'all have any kids going into the culinary program or like in high school, I would definitely recommend the culinary arts program. And I'll give it over to Bryson.
as the previous slide just showed, this is a limited seating program, and in my class, there's actually only 6 students in the class. So that definitely has a limitation. Along with that, you have to be responsible and be able to handle knives and other things along those lines. So just can't have anybody in there. Yes, as you see, you have to pass all your classes and be able to reach out to others and be able to communicate with others. No unexcused absences, everything along those lines.
All right, and then the culinary arts program, we actually go over a curriculum, like the safety tips. We do Serve Safe. We are certified both food safe and food handler and management. We're supposed to be certified. If not, then it's mostly just bookwork. But we did start off with bookwork in the beginning. That way we can know what we're dealing with and how to deal with it. And professionalism is a key aspect of culinary arts. What we do now is a lot of catering. So we're supposed to be responsible as we are ourselves, and we know we have to be professional in the aspect of being in front of adults like yourselves, and we have to know like the key aspects of of being actually like making an effort, as it says, accountability,
communication and staying on task, like for sure staying on task, no like horse playing or anything. Of course, don't ever do that in the kitchen. We actually have, as Bryson said, only 6 people in our class because it is limited seating, and a lot of us, like we know, especially with Chef Jenkins, she keeps us on task for sure.
As I said before, communication is a big key factor in our class. Family meal also plays a part with communication because sitting down as a family is very important to us. Because in the class, coming off rip, it's not like I'm just in a class with some other students. I'm actually in a class every day, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, with the same students for 2.5 hours. So everybody, Rebecca, Chef, all my other classmates end up becoming somewhat my family. So I cherish the relationships I have with them. And so coming to family meal, communication, we talk about how's your day been, how's your week, what's been going on in your personal life. So just to get a better understanding of everybody. Creativity is another big key factor because if you just serve a plate and it's bland, nobody wants to eat it. The first thing you look at whenever you look at a plate is how delicious does it look. I didn't say that right, but yeah. Yes. Yes, you eat with your eyes. That also comes with fruit carving, garnishing, everything along those lines, syrups. I'm a big fan of fruits and
Strawberry
coulis. There we go. Oh yeah, on everything.
So I just want to thank them, but just to piggyback on what my students are really trying to get across is it is a very limited seated course, meaning that I trust them with 8 and 10-inch knives. If you've ever seen this commercial kitchen, you'll know what I'm talking about. We actually have meat slicers and everything that you'll see in a commercial kitchen setting, you will see it in this particular kitchen. The whole purpose of actually having a limited seating course is because it's a hands-on class. I spend a lot of time with these students. I make sure that I build that relationship with them. Thanks to opening up this school, I got a lot out of capturing kids' hearts. So our family meal means a lot to me. It's almost like a reflection piece, just to see how they're doing their day-to-day, and just to bring everybody together, just to actually see where their head is and where they want to go. Also, just to wrap up, I really want to appreciate these students because the last 2 weeks have been crazy. If anyone knows, everything's been going on here in February. We're working on the Livestock Show auction cake right now. But again, we really want to thank you for the time. We hope you enjoyed the cookies, and thanks for giving us the opportunity, okay?
Thank you so much. We appreciate it. So, all right. So we've got some announcements. And Erica, you want to come on up? Because one of the things that Erica Johnston will tell you more. Come on up.
No, I've got to grab the lights. He's showing the video.
Okay, I'll shut up. And then you can go.
On May 5th, 2017, join over 100,000 leaders for the largest one-day leadership event in the world. Broadcast live from Atlanta to hundreds of locations worldwide. LeaderCast will give you an entire year's worth of insights and tools in one undeniably powerful day. Hear how experts like Tyler Perry, Susie Welch, and Daniel Pink infuse purpose into everything their teams accomplish. More engagement, more community, more impact. It's time to be powered by purpose. It's time for LeaderCast.
Thank you so much for giving me a minute of your time today. In your box meal was a flyer, so I wanted to draw your attention to it in case you just dove into the chicken before looking at the rest of what was in your box. But me and my husband own the local Chick-fil-A right here near Fall Creek and Summerwood, and we've had the opportunity to bring this conference to the Lake Houston area. This will be year 5. It's something that we've always had a passion for. We have a passion for growing new leadership in our area. When we do that, it just creates better communities. And so when this opportunity came around to really just be the facilitator of this conference, we jumped on it. And so what it is we hold this conference, like he said, it's held in Atlanta. and they satellite feed it to us. The venue is Second Baptist Church. They've been great partners over the year. They have a beautiful facility that really makes the conference comfortable. It's a full work day, so registration and breakfast start at 7. People trickle in between 7 and 8, and then everything starts at 8 o'clock. And it runs till 3:30. So tickets are on sale now. They're $79 for the conference. Everyone who has ever attended this, and we've had hundreds attend over the last 5 years, have always said it was well worth the financial commitment for themselves personally, for their organization. It's for all levels. You don't have to be a leader to attend the leadership conference. This makes me a better mom, it makes me a better wife, and obviously a business leader and community leader. So I highly encourage you to attend. The other thing, because I'm going to pull on your heartstrings to get you to come, is we don't get any profit out of this. So all the profits that are generated from the ticket sales actually go back to a nonprofit. So over the years, we've had the opportunity to give back to, including Kids, Family Promise, HAM. We've all been able to make small impactful gifts on behalf of our community to help our local nonprofits. So I highly encourage you to check it out. I'll be in the back if you have any questions afterwards. Thank you.
We've said this so many times, without Chick-fil-A here and Erica and Dwayne, we wouldn't have gotten started without this. So we're so appreciative of you. Okay, so the next person, Coach Wilson, are you in the house?
Yes, sir.
Okay, great. So Summer Creek High School has a very, very successful baseball program. And here to talk about that is Coach Dan Wilson. Give him a round of applause.
Good morning. My name's DJ Wilson. I am the head baseball coach here at Summer Creek, or I guess it's morning still. Yeah, it's morning still. Thanks for giving me the opportunity to come out here and speak to y'all. Your time's important, and for you to give us that here at Summer Creek High School means a lot. So I wanted to first let you know a little bit about how important I think baseball is, or athletics in general, to these student athletes that we have. I do feel that athletics, the purpose of athletics is for a betterment of these young adults through athletics. I believe that the life lessons they learn in my classroom, which I consider my baseball field a classroom, is things that they will carry with them long after they stop playing the sport. Our goal is to help build them physically, mentally, spiritually, emotionally, and through that, I want to try to give them the opportunity and the facilities and all of the things that they need to try to be successful. Okay, so part of the reason I'm here today to talk to you is that we are offering a new program this year that Omaha ISD Athletics allowed us to do, and that is that we are having advertisements on our outfield wall. They're very large advertisements. They're 16 by 8, so they're going to be seen. They're very visible. The program we have in place right now is for a 2-year commitment. It's a $2,000 fee. The sign goes up. It's seen by pretty much everybody that comes into the athletic facilities at all. So if they come to attend a men or women's soccer game, they walk by the baseball field and they see it. If they're attending the middle school track, middle school football, our sub-varsity football games, our baseball games, softball games, they do see that. It has really taken off. We've already sold 5. I believe that we have a 6th commitment already. I do have brochures to give you if that's something that you may be interested in. I think for the support of the community, we couldn't do what we wanted to without the financial support of the community, but not just the financial support. Obviously, you as being business members in this community, Summer Creek High School in the area is important to you, or else you wouldn't be here today. So it's not just financial support, but it's just support in general that we greatly appreciate. What I would like to do is tell you kind of, if you are backing somewhat of what we do with our program, what our program's about. So I do want to take some time and let you know what you would be getting in return for what it is that you're offering your support for. As I said before, I was fortunate that my first job was coaching high school, coaching in college, and now that I get with the younger adults, what we do harp on is what we call, there's 8 letters in Bulldogs, and we have what we call Bulldog 8, and that B is belief, U is undivided focus. Kids are bad about multitasking their focus, although they think they're good at it. The D stands for discipline, doing things like somebody's watching even when nobody is watching. So we got B, U, L, L. Okay, our two L's are levels of accountability. They hold themselves accountable, they hold us accountable, we hold them accountable. Levels of integrity, if you look up integrity in the dictionary, it's one talks about character and morals, one talks about strength of the foundation. So we talk about both of those. D is for discipline. O is for organization and preparation. They need a lot of work with that, and we try to give that to them. G is for grit, which means just having the ability to get down and dirty and get something done. And S is selflessness. And those are the things that we try to preach to these student athletes, these young adults that we have day in and day out. We have a lot of seniors back. We have what I think is a good team this year to help represent this community. And I just wanted to thank you again for letting me speak on our behalf of our baseball program and athletics today. And should you be interested in purchasing a sign for advertisement, I will have those available here for you. Thank you.
Thank you, Coach Wilson. One of the things that you notice throughout Humble ISD is the quality of the programs that they have. It's excellent, and we appreciate that. I did want to draw to your attention on the back of your guide today. There's a couple things coming up. On February 16th, networking after hours presented by Service Master Restoration and Cleaning, and then Remax Rewards. And then also on February 23rd, we're having the Economic Outlet Luncheon presented by Edward Jones at Walton Country Club. So we're excited about those events. And then one of the things that we've always done a good job of helping with and sponsoring is every year Summer Creek Athletic Boosters Club has a golf tournament, and this year it just so happens that they're going to be having it at the Golf Club of Houston. So if you wanted to play out where the pros play, this is a chance to do that. So let me give you, this is the 8th annual, can you believe that? 8th annual one, wow. That's going to be on, and I'm not going to do it like Doug did, but it's June 5th, 2017. John Spindle is a contact person. If you want to get in touch with him, it's SCHSASBC. That's SCHSASBC@gmail.com, and you can email him about that. So today we're actually finishing up in good shape, actually early. I know this is the first time ever that's happened, so great job on that. So one of the things that we do here that we do, because a lot of people tell us they want to do that, and that is to be able to stand up and say 30 seconds about what their organization or group is. So we've got a technical